Shalom, Yasharal. I want to give infinite honors to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, and Karkadash. I want to give double honors to our teachers, the apostles, the great millstone, and salutation to my fellow laborers. And Yahweh Shai puts in his truth across the four winds in these blessed last days, seconds, and times. I'm going to go on this topic about the keys of the kingdom, all right? The Most High has given the keys to the kingdom to various men over the eons, all right? And he gave it to Peter first and foremost. He was the head of the church in Jerusalem, all right? And what Peter had, the knowledge that the Most High gave him, those keys that he gave it to him, he gave it to other men. Paul was given those same keys, and he went to the Israelite fathers and gave them the doctrine of life, all right? Now, us back through the process of time, in these last days, seconds of time, the keys have been given to our blessed Elder Tahar, Elder Gabar, Elder Ricard, Elder Ariamla. And they in turn have given it to us. So when you come into this faith and you want to learn what it takes to get into the kingdom of heaven, all you have to do is follow the elders. Do what they do, teach what they teach, and live how they live, all right? The Most High has lifted up standards. He's gave us examples of what it's going to do, what to do, and what it takes to enter in the kingdom of heaven. And I'm going to go through the precepts to validate that. All right. So this is Matthew 16 and 19. And it reads, and I will give unto thee the keys of the kingdom of heaven. And the keys to the kingdom of heaven is the doctrine of life. All right. The Most High gave Peter the understanding of the scriptures. He opened his mind that he may understand the scriptures, all right? This is Sirach 19 and 19, and these are the keys of the kingdom. Sirach 19 and 19, the knowledge of the commandments of Yahweh is the doctrine of life, all right? And they that do things to please him shall receive the fruit of the tree of immortality. The elders of Great Millstone has showed us what it takes to please the Yahweh Shema Shai. And what it is they from us as their students and fruit and spiritual sons, we see them being diligent, pushing this truth day in and day out consistently, all right? And they have made their calling and election sure by showing their good diligence by good works. That's as well pleasing to the Most High. So in turn, we see them do it and we do it. Elder Tahar put out a proclamation for us to do at least 3 videos a week. But when you look at him, he was doing them every day. From day one, when he told us to put up 3, he was putting up more than 3. Okay? And that's how you learn to get into the kingdom of heaven, by following the men that the Most High has raised up. Let me go back to the blessed brother Matthew. All right? And for young brothers that come in, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John is just 4 different brothers that saw the same thing, and they wrote it from their point of view. Okay? Matthew followed Yahweh Shai. John followed Yahweh Shai. Luke, the physician, he was following Yahweh Shai. Luke is not a part of the 12, but Luke was following Yahweh Shai. When you read Luke, the 10th chapter, it plainly tells you it had 70 men following Yahweh Shai. He had a 70 man camp. Okay? And probably was more than that. All right? Matthew 16 and 19. And I will give unto you the keys of the kingdom of heaven. And whatsoever thou bound on earth shall be bound in heaven. So whoever we bless are blessed, and whoever we curse are cursed. All right? The Most High gives us a spirit of discernment who to give this truth to. But, all right? Because it's written in another place where our great king told us, don't cast these pearls to swine. All right? So whoever we give it to, they're going to be blessed. And if we hold back, all right, we're holding back what that is in the book of Revelation. These 2 had the power to seal up the earth from rain. And let me go ahead and get it. I ain't about to vain jangle. Roughly paraphrase so you don't even know what I'm talking about. Let's be thorough. All right. This is Revelation 11 and 4. These are the two olive trees, the two candlesticks standing before the power of the earth. All right, this is the northern and southern tribes, and they are prophesying. Okay, when we stand before Yahweh Shema Shai, and two or three of us are gated in His midst, we're before Yahweh, and when we're doing His bidding, prophesying. All right, we're prophesying for Yahweh Shema Shai. And if any man will hurt them, fire proceeded out of their mouth and devoured their enemies. And if any man will hurt him, he would in this manner be killed. These had the power to shut heaven, that it rained not in the days of their prophecy. Okay, so that's what it means when you say, what you bound in heaven will be bound on earth. Okay, what you loose on heaven will be loosed on earth. Okay, all right. When the Most High give us the Spirit to who to teach and who not to teach, that person that we teach their name and they follow the teachings, their names are going to be written in the Lamb's Book of Life, which it already is according to predestination. All right. And they have the powers over the waters to turn them to blood and to smite the earth with all plagues often as they will. All right. And these talk about the men of the Lord that's prophesying. All right. We're going to be able to do these things literally. We're doing them spiritually right now. Okay. Get back to Matthew 16 and 19. And it reads, all right. And whatsoever shall be loosed on earth shall be loosed in heaven. All right. So if you was living in the earth around Peter's time, and you wanted to know what it took to enter you into the kingdom of heaven, you would get under Peter, man. You will follow Peter. All right. You would do whatever you see Peter do. All right. And that's what we're supposed to be doing. This is Sirach 6 and 36, and it reads, and if thou seest a man of understanding, the elders a great millstone for our day and time, get thee bedtimes unto him. When the elders do they 3-hour teaching on the highways, we lock in. And when they do their various sit downs during the week, we lock in. That's how we get bedtimes to them. All right, we're in whole different time zones, so we can't go up there physically to them. All right, and let thy foot wear out the doorsteps of his door. So whatever teaching, whatever they post to the internet, we locked and loaded. You got various brothers that are locked into them to the elders chat room via the WhatsApp, and the elders give out decrees, and he give it to the head brothers in various churches, and they feed it to us, man. All right, and we do as we command. We follow the elders wherever they go off, and the elders follow Yahweh Shema Shah wherever he goeth. All right, so in turn, we're sheep in that flock. We follow the lamb wherever he goeth, man. All right. And it's written in another place. You just walk down these beautiful precepts. All right. You follow your teacher, man. You do what you see a teacher do. All right. Now you don't want to be one that's a mockingbird. All right. When your teacher teach you something, you learn it, you study it. Okay. You practice it. Okay. You don't just learn it to be a mockingbird. You learn it well. You could teach other men also, just like your teachers taught you, and you walk like you see your elders walk. All right. You don't see our elders out here before them that are without, conducting themselves like savages. All right. They walking through society like distinguished gentlemen with rulership mentalities, man. You don't hear them in no type of scandals or taking money purses or nothing. All right. You don't even hear them breaking Esau's laws. All right. Running red lights, getting DWIs and shit. You don't hear them doing things like that. All right. Getting in squabbles and bars and shit. You don't hear them doing things like that. So that's what you do. All right. And that's what Paul told. That's what Paul told the body that was following him. All right. All right. It must be 1 Corinthians 11:1. Salaki. Bear with me, Akim. And it reads, this 1 Corinthians 11:1. Be ye followers of me, even as I am of Yahushua the Mashiach. Okay. The anointed. All right. That's what we're doing. We are following our elders. Our elders give us this doctrine of life. They've handed the keys to us, and we handle the keys to other men. Freely they have received, freely they've given it to us. Freely we receive, and we give it to other men that may be able to teach other men also. That's what the book of Timothy say in the 4th chapter. Wait, what is that? 1 Timothy, the 4th chapter. You be able to teach other men that can teach other men also. Matter of fact, I'm not going to vain jangle. That's 1 Timothy, the 2nd chapter, I think. Where is that? 1 Timothy 2, verse, might be 2nd Timothy. Yep, 2 Timothy 2, verse 2. And the things that thou hast heard of me among many witnesses, the same commit thou to faithful men who shall be able to teach others also. And that's how you build up the kingdom of heaven. That's the most high prescribed order. You got to be able to get under another man, all right? All this, these shenanigans about trusting in man and putting your trust in man, you don't need no camp. Those guys like that are going to be in the incinerator. They're going to be in the lake of fire, all right? The Most High raised up men to teach other men, all right? Okay? Here's an example. This is Acts 8. I want to know exactly where it is, but I know it's here. Bear with me. Bear with me. Here we go. Here we go. Acts 8 and 30. And Philip ran highly to him and heard him read the prophet Isaiah. All right. If you read the prophet Isaiah and a lot of these breakdowns in Isaiah 47, Isaiah 63. Okay, who is that come down from Bozer? All right. A lot of times, if you haven't been taught the breakdown of the scripture, it would go over your head. Because when a Christian reads it, they think it's talking about what happened during the time of Isaiah's lifespan. They don't realize he was prophesying about things that was going to happen 2,000 years later, 3,000 years later. Okay? So for you to understand Isaiah, this is what has to happen. And Salakia, and Philip ran hither to him and heard him read the prophet Isaiah and said, understand what thou readest? All right. When you read the book of Revelation, man, you would never break that down without a man teaching. All right. The Most High gave the breakdown to the elders of Great Millstone spiritually. All right. And then and those men teach other men also. All right. He revealed the understanding who the Israelite foreigners was to Paul. Okay. And Paul taught it to other men. The Most High revealed prophecies and things, show visions to one man, and that man go teach other men what the Most High has given to him, and those men teach others also. You would never break down Revelation, the book of Revelations, without a man teaching you. And this is what happened. Here's a validation of that. This is Acts 8 and 31. And he said, how can I, except some man shall guide me? All right? That's the Most High prescribed order, man. Another man has to guide you. Another man has to teach you. That's why we follow the elders of Great Millstone, because those are the men that the Most High have set up to lead the flock, to water the flock, to tend to the vineyard, man. Okay? And he desired Philip that he should come up and sit with him. All right? That's why I say, when you find a man with this knowledge, wear out his doorstep. I think I bought it out already, you know? You get to him bedtimes and you wear out his doorstep. Okay? He perceived that Philip Salakia had the understanding of the scriptures, that he was a man of wisdom. He said, look, climb up in this chair with me and come break bread with me, man. We perceive that the elders of the Great Millstone have this knowledge. They're the men set up. Hey, we listen to and chime in to everything, every live feed, everything they do, we there. Okay? All right? This is the book of 1 John, chapter 2, verse 19, and it reads, they went out from us, but they were not of us. And they was talking about those that the Most High haven't set up, those that didn't receive the truth when it was given to them. All right. For if they had been of us, they would no doubt continue with us. All right. So those that don't want to do what the elders, what they see the elders do, how the elders get down, how the elders move. Some people don't like how the elders break down the scriptures. They call them pedophiles. They don't like the way the elders deal with women because they are sensitive manginas. All right. They leave from amongst us and they become fucking bug outs and scoffers. Okay. They would have no doubt continue with us, but they went out that they might be manifest that they were not all of us. All right. If you're of Yahweh Shem Shai, you're going to reverence his priest, man. All right. You're going to obey his priest. And we're commanded to reverence and obey his priests, and follow them. All right. This is Hebrews 13-17. Obey them that have rule over you. All right. They got the keys to heaven. They got what we need. When guys come out here to these camps and they don't know shit, they need to come there and shut the fuck up. Come out there with your pen and pad and shut the fuck up. Okay? Nobody, aside from sincere questions, nobody want to hear opinions. We have what you need. Okay? When you come to the house of Yahweh, watch your foot, man. And don't come bringing no sacrifice of fools, man. When I first came in, I was a fool. I was trying to debate my elder brother, and he cut me up with them scriptures, man. Dissecting me with a Ginsu. And after I seen I didn't know shit, I just used to shut the fuck up. The only time I was coming to him is if I had questions. What does this mean, brother? What does this mean? Break this down for me, brother? That's it. Michael Jordan don't want to hear no rookie come telling him shit. Now, the rookie come there with some knowledge. You test the spirit by the spirit. That's what's going on now. You got brothers that come, they've been looking at the elders before they even make it to the camp, and they've been studying, doing diligent searches, according to Acts 17, chapter 11, verse. You'll sup with them according to their knowledge base, But if you just got a straight up rookie, never been around the truth, just fresh out of Christianity, he don't know shit, man. He don't have nothing to say. Now, we're not going to be tyrants over lording over them, treat them like shit. But hey, if you don't know, man, you just supposed to be full of questions, sincere questions. No, because you got a lot of times some brothers, they come asking dumb shit that's common sense, being characters. We've seen that demon before. But when brothers, coming in, being sincere, the only thing you supposed to be doing is bringing your pen and pad, asking questions, man. You're a student. You're a pupil. All right? You obey them to have rule over you. You reverence them. You honor them. Okay? And submit yourselves. You don't have much to say, man. All Danielson had to do all he really did was deal with Mr. Miyagi told him to do. Okay? For they watch over your souls. The Most High has set those men up. He's given them the keys. Okay? As they must give account, that they may do it with joy and not with grief, for that will be unprofitable for you. Okay? So that's why it's imperative that you reverence the Most High's teachers, all right? And the Most High gonna make you do it, make these motherfuckers do it in the days to come. Because it's written. He gonna make you reverence his priest. This is Isaiah 30-20, and it reads, and though Yahweh give you the bread of adversity, all right, because when you come in this truth, according to Sauron, the 2nd chapter, it said, prepare your heart for temptation. All right, tribulation gonna come when your way, when you living in a dark, perverse world, and you're counterclockwise to it. You're on a righteous vibration. No different than if somebody is dark and perverse and they come to a camp where there's none but men of the Lord at. It's gonna be hard for them, okay? They're gonna have adversity when they come around men of the Lord trying to be wicked. And when a righteous man go around a bunch of wicked men, he's gonna have adversity, all right? All right? That's the dynamic of things. All right? And the water of affliction, yet shall not thy teachers be removed in the corner anymore, but thine eyes shall see thy teachers. All right, and we're living in those days. People about to start reverence the men of the Lord. When all this hell break loose, all these calamities fall on them, uh, Ezekiel the 33rd chapter say they're gonna know a prophet was among them. Okay? And they're gonna start revering them like they did in times of old. All right. This is the book of John 17, and I'm start at verse 6, and it reads, I have manifested thy name unto the men which thou gave me out of the world. You see what I'm saying? So those men that the Most High gave, because he say, you haven't chosen me, I've chosen you. All right? Those men that the Most High gave to Yahushua, those men had to follow Yahushua. They had to follow his lead. Don't ask questions. Well, you ask questions so you can learn. All right? But don't be combative. All right? And they had to do what Yahushua told them because he gave them the keys to the kingdom of heaven. Yahweh, our great king, passed those keys to Peter. That's the first scripture I got. Okay? And we were all taken out of the world. All right? And we didn't know shit. All right? We were blind. So for us to see, you got to follow the shepherd that has the light. Okay? That's how you find them. Those brothers had to, like babies. It's just like a baby. A baby can't do nothing without an adult tending to them and taking care of them. That's how it is with our elders and our teachers. All right? When we first came here, we couldn't do nothing without them. We needed them to teach us everything. Okay? Thine they were. Thou gavest of me, and they have kept thy word. I say, so the way you keep Yahweh Shema Shai's word is you go to his servants that he's raised up and you follow them. And whatever they do, whatever they teach you, you follow it, you learn, and you get built up on it. Okay? All right? Now they have known that all things whatsoever thou hast given me are of thee. Okay? And we've grown to become mature in this truth on a certain level because of how the Most High used our teachers and how we submitted under our teachers. The Most High poured his spirit and wisdom started growing in our breasts. Okay? All of that comes from following your teacher, serving your teacher, man. And you're not serving a man. Your teacher is a representation of Yahushua. Okay? Every brother is a representation of Yahushua, from the least of us to the greatest of us. Because the same spirit that rose him from the dead is the same spirit dwelling in us. The same spirit that he did all those miracles in is dwelling in us. Okay? Verse 8, for I have given unto them the words which thou hast gavest me. Elder Tahar on and the elder apostles on down has given to us what the Most High has given them. And they have received them. And we've received them. All right? Because now we're teaching them to men that came in after us. All right? That's how you build up the kingdom of heaven. That's how you become a husbandman, tending to the vineyard. All right? That's how you become a carpenter, building up on this spiritual house. Okay? And they have received them and have known surely that I came out from thee and that I believe that thou did, and they have believed that thou did send me. And we believe that the elder apostles are a great millstone and their fruit were all set up by Yahweh Shema Shai. We believe that these are the men of old. Okay? These are the prophets of old, back in the flesh. All right? We believe it wholeheartedly. We believe it until the point we love not our lives to death. Okay? That's how much we believe. We gravely believe it. Okay? That's why we make our bodies living sacrifice. And Lord willing, the Most High keep the spirit on us, man. This is Sirach 36 and 15. Give testimony unto those that thou hast possessed from the beginning. See, Lord willing, we're prisoners of hope, that we are those men that he possessed from the beginning. We, those elect men, that be predestined to walk into the kingdom of heaven as saints, man. That's why we're trying to make our call and election sure. That's why we are following our elders. They know what to do to get in the kingdom of heaven, so we follow them. If you want to play in the NBA, man, and you want to excel in the NBA, you get under somebody like Michael Jordan, who did it and excel at the top level, and you do whatever he tell you to do. He tell you, look, man, you don't, when the season's over, you don't go on vacation. Even when if let's say you go on vacation, you still work out every day. This is what I did. I woke, even in the off season, I still did 2 a days. Okay? I changed the weight I ate. I changed what I ate. I didn't eat anything. I was on a strict diet. I did this, I did that. Okay? That's the same thing we do with our elders, man. You follow them. You do what they do. Elders say you don't know how long your hair should grow. You want to ask us this simple ass question. All right, well, fuck it. Whenever you see it, the length of our hair, that's what you do. Straight up. You can't, ain't no arguing with that. Because to me, the fucking question was simple as hell. Well, how long? How exactly how long? Man, we know what long is. Get you a little brew. The scriptures say you can have lots. Now, you don't let your hair grow when it's all coming down the middle of your fucking back like a broad, but you can let your hair grow where you can get, not Salakia, where you can get braids, where it can get braided up. Okay? We know when the scriptures say locks, we know it's talking about braids. But if you want to be simple, all right, well, keep your hair cut the way our hair's cut. On that level, okay? Give testimony to those that thou hast possessed from the beginning, and raise up the prophets that have been in thy name. And those are our elders, and that's why we follow them. All right, we follow what they teach us. What they teach us, we teach it to other men. The things they do, we do it. They put us on the herbs. They put us on the stones. We are back into those things. They're teaching us how to get back in that old ancient spirit, that Israelite heritage that was taken away from them. The Most High is using them to give it back to us, man. And we're embracing it, man. Okay? This is Sirach 35 and 16. And it reads, he that serveth Yahweh shall be accepted with favor. All right? The elders a great millstone, and their fruit, we're being accepted with favor. And you know you're being accepted with favor when, like as it pertains to me, I'm going to speak for myself. Before I came to the faith, I didn't know nothing, man. I didn't know my head. Nothing. All right, now I could break down the scriptures and teach it to other brothers. All right, now whereas I didn't read shit, now I find myself reading up on ancient Rome, ancient Babylonia. I find myself just looking up words. I never would have did things like that. I just find myself just looking up words. I'm talking about I don't even be going in the scriptures. All right? That's the doing of the Most High. You're from whereas I went from just a blunt smoking PlayStation, running behind bitches, not doing nothing. Now we're reading the Bible daily. We're reading the encyclopedia daily. All right. We're looking for things of substance. Okay. We're reading history pieces. All right. We're learning how the quasars work. Okay. We're actually looking in the laws. All right. How the customs and the culture and how the laws were back then, and we're comparing them to now. All right. We know the difference between a monolithic king and then when this dragon came into power as Rome, when he made that Senate house. All these are things that I would have never done if I wouldn't have, the Most High wouldn't have brought me across the path of his men. Okay, and when you apply what you've learned, the Most High let wisdom grow in your breast, man. All right, he renews your mind. You become a new creature. Okay. He that serve Yahweh shall be accepted with favor, and his prayer shall reach into the clouds. Because we want our prayers to be heard, man. Because we got to pray without ceasing to get through this hell we about to go through. This great tribulation, man. All right? We're supposed to be conquering this flesh and the demons that come against us now. And then when we go through that great tribulation, man, we'll be built up on our most holy faith, taking all the arrows that this devil going to throw at us, because he about to throw the kitchen sink at us. All right? He going for the gusto. And we need to be going for the gusto. Okay? That's why you be followers of the head of your camp. You be followers of the elders of Great Millstone. All right? And when I say be followers of them, all right, let's not be simple. The doctrine that they teach, all right, you learn it, you study it, and you follow it. All right? When they walk upright, the way they conduct themselves, all right, you emulate that. They set the standard. Okay? That's what you do. I'm not just saying you can't have your own mind and be in your own things. All right? The Most High made us different. If you comic book king, or you got certain hobbies, you can have your hobbies and be your own man. I'm not saying that. I'm talking about as it pertains to spiritual things. You be ye followers of the men that the Most High set up. Okay? And I'm going to leave off with this passage. This is 1 Corinthians 14:37. And it reads, if any man think himself to be a prophet, we all are raised up. We think ourselves to be prophets, man. We're prophesying. We're telling the people of the earth what's going to happen before it happened. We're rightly dividing the scriptures, man. Okay? Or spiritual. We feel that we're spiritual men. All right? We walk in the spirit so we don't give occasion to the flesh. We want to impress our Heavenly Father and our great King. So we have to be spiritual. Because it's written in another place, it's impossible to please Yahweh Shai if you're not spiritual. Okay? All right? When you're spiritual, your faith is going to be on another level. Okay? Let him acknowledge that the things that are writing to you are the commandments of Yahweh. All right? The things that the elders have taught us are the commandments of Yahweh. That's why we follow them. Okay? But if any man be ignorant, let him be ignorant. All right? So be it. And they got a lot of that going on right now. Wherefore I can covet to prophesy and forbid not to speak with tongue. All right. And when Paul was teaching them, the Corinthians that were honorable, all right, of the elect, they held fast to these letters and did them. Okay. Let all things be done decently in order. And decently in order is following the chain of command. All right. Whatever order the Most High prescribed you, put you in, you follow it to a teeth. You obey rules. You obey the laws and commands given to us by our older brothers, and we follow them. So with that, may just sit down, be edifying to the hearers. I want to give infinite honors to Yahweh, Shema, Shaba, Shema, Kakadash, double honors to our teachers, the apostles of Great Millstone, and salutation to my fellow laborers in Yahweh, Shaquan, Yasharala, Ba, Ba, Ba.